Welcome back, everybody. I'm Stan.
And I'm Chuck.
And we're with the basement playing Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest.
Taking on Arctic Abyss this time, once again. We know the secrets, so it shouldn't be too bad. Nope.
Well, that's a good way to start it off.
Dem frame rates. Can't blame everything on them, though.
Well, you can.
True. That's Gamer 101. Alrighty. I wonder if we can go back in that bonus thing. Alright, never mind. We don't get free lives, so it would be kind of pointless too. But
Yeah.
there was a fair amount of bananas on the way, though, which was nice. And remember to not sick onto him when he's charging at me, I guess. Do we have to? I think we have to do the bonus again. No, we saved the creme coins.
Yep.
It's been a while since session 1. Not this time. I guess this time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They probably put this here knowing.
Knowing full well you're going to get hit once.
Yep. Oh. Thank you. Yeah, of course. I think you can hit those stupid dudes when they're flying at you. I think we went over that in the first one. But
Yeah. Starfish physics
yeah,
don't make sense.
this is quite odd, actually. I'm going to investigate this. Nope.
Nope.
Go up here, and we'll try it from the top, see if that helps, but maybe not.
Oh, it's going wonderfully so far.
We're off to a bang, and then the momentum dropped.
Yep. That's what I expect. Get back to our standard practices here.
There's officially no secret there, because I remembered to check this time. Come on. There we go. At least we're farming banana coins there, at least.
Yep.
When and if
there's value in it.
Yeah.
But
When and if we do make it to Wrinkly, we can do our old method, save after every level. Because this is the last world, I believe. It would make sense that they would have 6 worlds in both games. Well, first 2, and then probably Game 3. Game 3 is interesting, though, because they had a different team of developers work on it. It was, it's obviously still Rareware, but it was just a different team because many of the people that worked on the first 2 Donkey Kong countries were assigned to Banjo and Kazooie. Which was, because Donkey Kong Country 3, that was a weird hitbox there.
that was a really weird hitbox.
It worked, though.
Yeah, I wasn't going to spoil our luck.
No. Donkey Kong Country 3 came out after the
64.
64's release, so it didn't sell as well as other games and whatnot, but it's still a good game. Definitely worth a playthrough. Hey, we got everything we needed there.
Yep. That's one of those weird things because in the NES era, like when the SNES came out, not everybody had the SNES right off the bat. And I don't know if it's the same case with 64. For me, I bought the 64 when it first came out.
Yep.
Like, I stood in line and got mine. Which, whatever, that's fine and dandy. But, and that's not the weird part. The thing is like, with the NES, they released a lot of games after the system's life.
Yep.
And it was like, you had your games released after the system's life on the NES, but a lot of those games did get played, like not some of the really late titles,
Yeah.
but they were still, some of them were still popular enough for
Banana coin.
cool.
Yeah, that.
They were popular enough where they were out there. That with the SNES, it's like the SNES just it was over.
Yeah.
And we moved on to the 64. And that
Yep.
was just the way it was.
Yep. I think it all kind of depends on the popularity of the system. I'm not saying the Super Nintendo wasn't popular or anything like that, but
Right.
like the PlayStation 2, that produced games well into the PlayStation 3's lifetime.
It produced into the PlayStation 4's lifetime.
Yeah. Ooh, there is something down here. So I think it just kind of
It
goes
just
to
that was
show.
it was strange with the
Why didn't I pick that up?
I have no idea. But that was just kind of strange with the Super Nintendo's late run games, I guess is what you'd call them, late in their life cycle.
Yeah.
It was different because you had
Well, if I had to bet money, it's probably because the N64 went from, or was capable of rendering.
well, it was like that was the cool new trendy thing.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you had moved to the 3D.
Yep.
We're in the 3D world at that point.
There is some good 2D games on. Not even gonna try for that. On the N64, actually. You ever played Mischief Makers?
I have not.
That is a fun game. Hard as hell, though. Not gonna lie, I walked right into that.
One of the biggest things, like, in hindsight, I think with not just the 64, not just the Super Nintendo, with all systems, is like, when I was younger, I didn't play nearly the variety of games as I probably should have.
Yeah, that makes
Like, I would get
sense.
obsessed with a game and then, like, play it constantly. And obviously, when I was younger, it was go and rent these games.
Yep. Good old Blockbuster.
It wasn't Blockbuster for me, because when I was young, it was your mom and pop stores
Yeah,
in Virginia. Like, Blockbuster didn't show up till much later.
I bet.
And not that that was a bad thing, because truthfully, the mom and pop stores that we had were actually very good.
I bet.
I have no qualms about what was available to me in the world of video games as far as rental places go.
Yep. That makes sense. I mean, I guess I grew up past the renting stage, so I never really did it myself, but
Well, yeah, it was a different time.
damn it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've rented plenty of game in my life, and there's a lot of enjoyment in that. To me, it was just I liked the rental store, like that the whole. I don't want to say mystique, but mystique of the rent. Like
You never know what you're
we
gonna
would go
get.
on a Friday night, like Ryda or Siebert would come over, and we would go to Family Video, or I mean there was other video stores, but Family Video is by far the one that I think I probably populated the most as far as I spent the most time there.
Yep.
And we would go and we'd rent a couple of NES games, and the thing is one thing I remember Family Video had was you could get 3 NES games for the whole weekend, Friday till Sunday night. Well, they were due back Monday morning, but we'd bring them back Sunday night.
Yep.
For $5.
Damn.
And so we would go, and the thing is though, like my earliest renting, my dad would rent stuff for
Yeah.
me, and like I'd get the same games over and over and over, like, and not that like in hindsight those games are so terrible, like Karate Kid for the NES, Jaws for the NES.
That's a good one.
They were not like your top line games, I guess.
AAA titles.
Yeah, I mean they may have been AAA titles, I don't know, but they weren't good.
Yeah.
But that being said, very seldom was it me going and getting like strange games, I guess, or games that were outside of that picture,
Yep.
which
I don't like
is
this.
kind of sad in a way, just because I feel like I could have played a lot more interesting games,
Yeah,
I guess.
I can understand that. This level is starting to piss me off.
Well, you're at the halfway point at least.
Yep. Don't mean shit if we game over.
It's true enough.
I kind of had a feeling if I just blasted through that real quick,
It would go smooth.
yep, which it did. So, oh, that's horse shit. We're gonna
That was worth an extra guy.
we're gonna deboost our way through there. Want to make sure it's not gonna drop me off of a cliff like it did there.
You got an extra guy. That's all that matters.
That free guy came in handy. Hopefully it comes
It'll
every
be-
time
Yeah, it'll
too.
be there every time.
As long as we can make it to that point, essentially we're not losing anything. Alright. There we go. Easy enough. There we go.
You just gotta master this part.
I'm gonna take this part slow. It's knowing when to have patience and when to not have patience, I guess.
Well, that's ultimately one of the big things of the era was patience and like memorization, I guess is what I'm looking for.
The key.
Learning the stages. You know, there's times when you get lucky and you could blast through a stage and just like, hey, I did it. There's other times where it was just like, nope. Muscle memory is my only hope.
Yep. I'm gonna start taking notes on this game. Yeah. I guess I didn't really mention it, but we are beyond what I knew and played hundreds of times as a kid. So, I mean, yes, I have played this game, beaten it, but maybe once or twice, you know. What's going on right here? Oh. Gotta go to the left. Ah, stupid bee.
You got punked. That's alright. You got that extra guy again.
I think our banana count's getting up there
Yeah,
too.
you're going to get another extra guy out of it.
We're getting close. We're profiting now.
When we come back, we'll be back at that point. How about that?
See you later.
So, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will see you in the next episode.
Share with your friends.
Later.
Starting to sweat over here.